Imagine a time over 2,000 years ago when the Indian subcontinent was a patchwork of warring kingdoms. It was a world of powerful armies and ambitious rulers, all fighting for control. Into this chaotic scene stepped a remarkable young man named Chandragupta Maurya. No one could have guessed that he would be the one to change everything. With the guidance of his incredibly clever advisor, a man named Chanakya, Chandragupta began a quest. His goal was not just to win a few battles, but to unite the entire land under one flag, creating the first great empire in South Asia. This was the birth of the mighty Maurya Empire, a story of ambition, strategy, and incredible vision that would shape history forever. Chandragupta's journey to power was anything but easy. His main rival was the powerful Nanda Empire, which controlled a vast and wealthy territory in the east. But Chandragupta was a brilliant general, and Chanakya was a master of political strategy. Together, they built a formidable army and devised clever plans to outmaneuver their enemies. They fought with great determination, slowly but surely conquering one kingdom after another. Their victories were not just about brute force. They were about winning the support of the people and creating a new kind of government that promised stability and order in a time of constant conflict. It was a bold and audacious plan that required immense courage. After securing the heartland of India, Chandragupta turned his attention to the northwest. This region, which includes parts of modern-day Pakistan, had been influenced by the invasion of Alexander the Great. Chandragupta faced the Greek generals who had been left in charge. In a series of decisive campaigns, he defeated them and extended his empire all the way to the Indus River and beyond. He brought the ancient and prosperous regions of Gandhara and Taxila under his control. For the first time, a single Indian ruler held power over these strategically important lands, connecting the subcontinent to the wider world of Persia and Greece in a way that had never been seen before. The empire that Chandragupta built was truly massive. It stretched from the Bay of Bengal in the east to the mountains of Afghanistan in the west. He established his capital at Pataliputra, a magnificent city that became the administrative heart of his vast domain. From here, he and Chanakya created a system of governance that was efficient and strong. They established a network of spies, a powerful bureaucracy, and a fair system of taxation. Chandragupta's rise from a humble background to the emperor of a unified subcontinent is one of history's most incredible stories, a testament to what can be achieved with determination and brilliant guidance. The Maurya Empire reached its absolute peak under Chandragupta's grandson, Ashoka the Great. Ashoka was, at first, a fierce and ambitious ruler, just like his grandfather. He was determined to expand the empire even further and bring all remaining independent kingdoms under his control. His focus fell upon Kalinga, a prosperous state on the east coast of India. The war that followed was brutal and bloody. The people of Kalinga fought bravely, but Ashoka's massive army was unstoppable. When the battle was over, the fields were filled with the dead and dying. The sight of this immense suffering changed Ashoka forever. Witnessing the horrific aftermath of the Kalinga War, Ashoka was filled with deep remorse. The victory felt hollow, a triumph built on pain and sorrow. He realized that conquering lands through violence was not true conquest. At this pivotal moment in his life, he discovered the teachings of Buddhism, a philosophy that preached non-violence, compassion, and peace. Ashoka embraced these teachings with all his heart. He renounced war and dedicated the rest of his reign to a new kind of victory, a conquest of hearts through righteousness and kindness, known as Dhamma Vijaya. This was a revolutionary idea for an emperor of his time. Ashoka wanted to share his newfound beliefs with everyone in his empire. To do this, he came up with an ingenious plan. He had his principles of peace, tolerance, and justice carved onto massive stone pillars and rock faces throughout his lands. These inscriptions, known as the Edicts of Ashoka, were placed in public areas so that everyone could read them. Many of these edicts were written in local scripts, including some found in modern-day Pakistan, which were inscribed in Greek and Aramaic. They were like ancient public service announcements, reminding people to be kind to one another, respect their elders, and care for animals. Through his actions, Ashoka transformed the Maurya Empire. He built hospitals for both people and animals. He planted trees along roads to provide shade for travelers and dug wells to give them water. He sent Buddhist missionaries to faraway lands, including Sri Lanka, Southeast Asia, and even the Middle East, spreading the message of peace far beyond his borders. Ashoka's reign became a golden age of peace and prosperity. He proved that a ruler could be strong not just by wielding a sword, but by opening his heart to compassion and working for the well-being of all his subjects, creating a legacy that would inspire leaders for centuries to come. How did the Mauryas manage to rule such a gigantic empire? The answer lies in their incredible talent for organization. They divided their territory into provinces, each governed by a prince or a trusted official who reported directly to the emperor. The capital city, Pataliputra, was the nerve center of this complex system. A council of ministers helped the emperor make important decisions, while a huge number of civil servants managed everything from collecting taxes to maintaining public works. This well-oiled administrative machine ensured that the emperor's commands were carried out efficiently across thousands of miles, keeping the diverse regions connected and under control. Trade was the lifeblood of the Maurya Empire, and the rulers knew its importance. They built and maintained a network of roads that crisscrossed the subcontinent, connecting major cities and trading hubs. The most famous of these was the Grand Trunk Road, an ancient highway that stretched from the eastern coast all the way to Taxila in the northwest. This road was vital for moving armies, but it was even more important for merchants. Caravans carrying silks, spices, textiles, and precious metals traveled these routes, bringing immense wealth to the empire and fostering connections between different cultures and peoples from across the known world. The city of Taxila, located in present-day Pakistan, was one of the most important centers in the empire. It was a bustling hub of trade, culture, and learning. Situated at the crossroads of major trade routes, it connected South Asia with Persia and Central Asia. Taxila was also home to a famous university, attracting scholars and students from far and wide. Under Ashoka, Taxila became a major center for Buddhism. He built many stupas, dome-shaped structures containing relics, and monasteries in and around the city. These religious sites, along with his rock edicts, stand as powerful reminders of the Mauryan influence in this region. Another key region in modern Pakistan was Gandhara, which was famous for its unique art. After the influence of Alexander the Great's Greeks and the later promotion of Buddhism by Ashoka, a new style of art emerged here. This Greco-Buddhist art depicted Buddhist subjects like the Buddha himself, using Greek artistic techniques. The statues from this period have the calm, meditative faces of Buddhist figures, but are often carved with the flowing robes and realistic features of Greek sculpture. This beautiful fusion of Eastern and Western cultures is a direct result of the connections forged during the Mauryan era, showcasing the empire's role as a bridge between civilizations. Like all great empires, the Maurya Empire eventually came to an end. After Ashoka's death, a series of weaker rulers followed. The vast empire became difficult to manage without a strong central leader. Provincial governors grew more powerful and started to break away, declaring their independence. The last Mauryan emperor was assassinated by his own general, and the empire that had united the subcontinent for over a century finally crumbled into smaller, competing kingdoms. The great age of Mauryan unity was over, but its influence would endure for a very long time, leaving a deep mark on the land and its people. The legacy of the Mauryas is especially significant in the regions that are now Pakistan. The Buddhist faith, which Ashoka championed so passionately, flourished in places like Gandhara and Taxila for centuries after the empire fell. The magnificent stupas and monasteries he built became important pilgrimage sites, and the Greco-Buddhist art style continued to develop, creating some of the most beautiful sculptures of the ancient world. The Mauryan road networks continued to be used for trade, ensuring the region remained a vital crossroads of culture and commerce. This period laid a deep cultural and religious foundation that shaped the history of the area for the next 1,000 years. For people in both India and Pakistan today, the Maurya Empire represents a time of shared history and heritage. It was the first time that this vast and diverse geographical area was united under a single indigenous power. The empire's achievements in administration, art, and philosophy belong to the collective past of the entire subcontinent. Understanding this shared history helps us see the deep-rooted connections that have linked the peoples of this region for millennia. It's a reminder that despite modern borders, there is a common cultural ancestry that stretches back to the time of emperors like Chandragupta and Ashoka. Here's a fun fact that beautifully illustrates this shared legacy. The symbol at the center of the modern flag of India is the Ashoka Chakra, a 24-spoked wheel taken directly from the pillars Ashoka erected. This wheel symbolizes righteousness and progress. What's fascinating is that the national emblem of Pakistan also features a design inspired by ancient traditions from the same historical period, including symbolic floral patterns that were common in Mauryan-era art. Both nations, in their modern symbols, pay homage to a golden age when their lands were part of the same great empire, a powerful reminder of a united past.